Hey, there I am. Hey guys, how's it going? I hope everybody had a good weekend and got all rested up, getting ready for the holidays. If you observe, this is our weekly Missing Person Monday live stream, Tuesday edition. I was going to do this last night, like we usually do on Monday nights, but was very busy yesterday running errands, and then we had to go to the Wally World and do some shopping, getting ready for Christmas, and then come home and try to get all our packages packed up to send to family out of state and all that stuff. So time got away from me, and I didn't have enough time to get everything set up for yesterday. But we are here tonight, and that is what is important. And tonight we have been doing for the last 2 or 3 months the just doing featuring missing persons from individual states, and we are going to get back to that. It may be after Christmas before we do, but I did go to and I should put the link in. I think I put it in the description box to there's another. I usually use the Charlie Project to get the basic information for the missing. I usually do cold cases that I share for the Missing Person Monday live stream. I just honestly this weekend I just didn't feel well, just wasn't feeling it. I'm looking forward to the holidays and spending time with family, but as any of you know who have lost loved ones, or of missing loved ones, it's very hard, no matter how long it's been, regardless if it's very fresh. Like in our family's case, we lost our sister-in-law just, a few months ago, 3 or 4 months ago. And so it's going to be a little bit different this year, or a lot different this year, if I'm being honest. So this weekend, I just was kind of down, but like I said, we're going to make it. We're all going to make it. So I just didn't I just didn't have it in me to get all the things that I usually do for the Charlie Project, because I share the basic information and then I go and on the Google machine and search and try to find supplemental information for the cases that I share, interviews with family, law enforcement, or any updates that the cases may have. And I just, like I said, between work and family and getting ready for the holidays, and we have family coming in from out of state, I was just not feeling it, honestly. It just took in all the transparency. But anyway, enough of my not trying to get it. No, we're not going to turn it into a pity party. But so tonight we're just going to do another site that I like to get cases from, that I do some of my short missing person cases video on. It's called solvethecase.org. Like I said, there's a link to the description. So I just went through there quickly between last night and this morning, and I pulled 12 cases. Now these are not going to be as in depth as we usually go with these cases, but just basic information. Any information is good information, in my opinion, to get out about these cases, to bring more awareness to them. And I actually did come across some names and cases from this new site, or the solvethecase.org site, that I actually had not heard of or studied up on before. So I'll be sharing that with you guys. So let's see who we have in here. Miss Marion is here. Hello, Miss Marion. Always good to have Miss Marion here. She says, hello, everyone. Like and share. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yes, absolutely. That is the most important thing you can do. Of course, give it a like, hit the thumbs up. If you're watching on replay, thank you. We love our replay crew. Please leave a comment below. If you're here in chat, everybody is chatting. Thank you so much. But the most important thing always is share this anywhere and everywhere you can, whatever social media platforms you're on, Facebook, whatever, and just share it so as many people as possible can be made aware of these missing persons cases. And hopefully we can do our little part here in our community, our wonderful community, to do what we can to help bring awareness to these cases. So it's good to have Miss Marion here. And Mr. James is here. He says, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for everything you do for everyone else. God bless you all. Absolutely. God bless you too, Mr. James. And Timmy's Legacy, aka Miss Barbara, is here. We got the whole family here. Hello, Miss Barb. Always a pleasure and an honor to have Miss Barb here. Absolutely. We love Miss Barb. And please check out Timmy's Legacy. All the links are in the description box. The link to the YouTube channel, the link to the Facebook group, the link to the petition to sign. And speaking of petitions, when I get everybody welcomed in, I do have a new petition that I want you guys, and I put it in the chat. And I think it is also in the description box, for a case here in Arkansas that there's now a new petition. And I am gonna, since fingers crossed, everything is acting. That's another reason I didn't go live last night too, was because it'd been all weekend. It was just rainy and dreary and nasty here, and then we had storms move in last night. So my cell service is sketchy as always, but it was even sketchier yesterday and last night. It was going in and out, so I didn't want to take the chance of getting on here and either having to end the live stream because I kept getting kicked out, my cell service crapped out on me, or things of that nature. So that's another reason I switched to tonight. And we also have more storms coming in tonight, but I think it's going to be more starting around midnight to 5 o'clock. So I'll probably be up all night with storm watching or keeping up on the storms. I said there's a very small, minuscule chance of tornadoes, but we could have a biggest threat, they said, is high winds and hail, and that's never good either. So anyway, Miss Paula is here. Hello, dear. Always good to have Miss Paula here. Miss Lisa Joe, hey yo, is here. Good to have Miss Lisa Joe, as always. Chris is here. Good to see you, Chris. I hope you're doing well. Mr. Lance Jones, all the way from Canada, is here. I hope you're doing well, Lance. I hope you're staying warm up there in Canada. Let's see if anybody else is snuck. Oh, well, there's Junior Johnson. Junior made it. Hello, my friend. Good to have you here. Always good to have Junior here. Hopefully it's not too far past Junior's bedtime. Miss Farq, all the way from Australia, is here. One of our good friends. Always good to have Miss Far here. Mr. James says the taters are here. Did I say taters? Or are you talking to me? Oh, the taters. Oh, I get it. I get it. I got you. You know, my mind, you know, it takes me a minute. Yes, the tater, all the taters are here. I'm going to start calling y'all that. The taters. I like that. Oh, goodness. All right. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anybody, miss any comments. And there is the link to the petition. It's regarding the John Brent McGee case from here in Arkansas. And I'm hoping, like I said, it may be after the holidays, after Christmas, maybe between Christmas and New Year. Some developments in John Brent's case. So I'm hoping to be able to get Brent's sister, Miss Sarah, on here, and Christy, our friend Christy, who is a family advocate, to join me for a live stream so they can tell you about all the developments and then some non-developments, things that should be done that are not being done. So hopefully I'm going to have to get in touch with them, but I just wanted to give them some space and some time to make it through the holidays. So after Christmas, I will be getting in touch with them to see what I can get worked out. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully that will work out. But this is the link to the petition. Like I said, before we get started on our missing persons, which John Brent is technically considered a missing person, even though there's unfortunately evidence that might not, you know, it's just a long, I have done videos, I've done them, I almost forgot Arctic. Arctic has done one or two or more. Last week, the channel, Locating the Lost, I love that channel, I watch them all the time. Did an interview with Miss Sarah, who is Brent's, one of Brent's sisters, and Miss Christy, who is a family advocate. I did share it, I believe, on my community tab and I think on Facebook. So if you have not watched that, please do check it out. Like I said, lots to unpack in that case. Absolutely. Very important stuff that needs to be unpacked and made more awareness brought to it. All right, so let me see. More comments are popping up. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mr. James. And I'm glad to have all you guys here. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think this is the first live. Well, I did like an hour live Friday. Wasn't very long. Once again, I wasn't feeling too well, and then farm signal was sketchy, so it was about an hour long. But I do appreciate those of you who popped in, everybody who watched replay. Thank you very much for that. So this is the first time I've been live since Friday. Absolutely. Ms. Farr says, welcome everyone coming in. Thank you for being here. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mr. James, yep. Please like, please share. It does help the algorithm. I heard for the likes, you know, especially hitting that thumbs up button, engagement, whatever they call it, according to I try to keep up with my analytics, but once again, I'm not too good at keeping up on them all the time. So yes, please do like, share, comment. Thank you, Chris. Absolutely. He says we consider you family. Yes, we're all family here. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Miss Marian says we're praying for you and your family. Yes, and all my thoughts, prayers, and good vibes go out to everybody at the holiday time and every day actually. But yeah, especially for those, you know, holidays are always hard. For people who have lost loved ones. It just makes it, you know, makes it hard, but we'll get through it. We'll get through it. And thank you, Miss Lisa Joe. Yeah, it's, like I said, this year it's only been 3.5, 4 months since we lost my baby sister-in-law. So it's going to be hard this year, but we've got each other, so we're going to make the best of it. Like I said, we have a family coming in from out of state and things of that nature. So we will make it. Absolutely. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. Miss Marion says you can talk to us. We're all family here. Absolutely. And you guys can talk to me. Put it in chat. Put it in chat. Yes, and I think I did need a break. Mr. James says sometimes you need to take a break. Glad you're doing okay. Yeah, I just, like I said, I wasn't, not that I don't love getting on here and being with you guys in the community and getting this information out and getting feedback from you guys. But yeah, like this weekend, it was just, I don't know, for some reason, it was just a hard weekend for me. So I just basically laid in bed and watched football and slept. That's about all I did. So, but anyway, I'm feeling better today. So it is good. Absolutely. Thank you, Miss Farr. Said to do all the things. Do all the things. There's Miss Doris. Hello, Miss Doris from the East Coast. Glad to have you here. Watch out for the drones. I'm telling you. For another night, conversation for another time, but this freaking drone situation is just driving me nuts. Let's see if anybody else has snuck in on me. Thank you. Yes, Miss Marion says we will sign any petition for somebody's loved ones. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. There's Miss PJ, one of my favorite people in the whole world. Hello, Miss PJ. Please check out Lighting Their Way Home. Excuse me. I should learn to stop eating supper right before I do a live stream. Because earlier when me and Mom were out this morning, early afternoon, after we got finished shopping and running our errands, we actually went to Waffle House to eat. So I had my waffle or hash brown bowl, and then she works at a nursing home in Dietary, so they had their Christmas employee Christmas thing party, and they cooked a lot of food. And she brought me home. Somebody had brought a fried tacos. I thought I'd had every kind of taco that you could imagine. Never had a fried taco. But she brought me one home, and I ate it, and it is very good. Very good. So if anybody here or watching replay, leave a comment has ever heard of or had a fried taco, please let me know and what you thought about it. Oh goodness. So I will try not to belch in you guys' ears. I'll try to mind my manners here. Thank you so much, Junior. He said he just signed the petition. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And also, I think I remember to include it. Most of you guys, unless you're new here, welcome lurkers. We love our lurkers too. Thank you for being here. Arctic Fox True Crimes petition to standardize the Amber Alert system. I usually always put it in the description box. Please sign it if you haven't already. Very, very important. Just making sure I'm not missing anybody. Did Miss PJ have a live earlier and I missed it? Like I said, I've been busy today too, kind of. I got out and tried to work today, and I do Spark deliveries, basically delivering the groceries for Walmart, order pickup orders and deliver them. But I got over there, and apparently in the town I work next town over, apparently the part of town where the Walmart is had no power, no electricity, so therefore I couldn't work today. Anyway, so I'm hoping when it quits raining, hopefully it'll quit raining early enough tomorrow where I can get out tomorrow afternoon and get some work done. Well, there is Mr. Mino Dino. Good to have you here. I see Dean in Dave's chats, out on the prowls, late Saturday night, early Sunday morning chat. So I'm honored, Dean, that you have come to one of my lives. You've been here before, I know. You popped in a couple of times. So it's always good to have Dino here. Oh, hold on. My fingers are not wanting to work. Okay, there we go. Just making sure I didn't miss anybody. Oh, Miss Lisa Joe says she's been spicy all day. I think this live will be good to help me settle down. You're always spicy, girlfriend. We like your spiciness. Thank you, Chris. Says he signed Brent's petition. Thank you so much. Miss Marion said she signed. Thank you so much. Well, I'm gonna have to get on Facebook. I hadn't been on Facebook much today. Miss Lisa Joe says, I apologize to anyone who has me as a Facebook friend that has had to see me going off all day. I will, when we get done here, I will go check it out and see what you've been going off about, sister. Thank you, Dean. That is very sweet. That's what I've been trying to do. Whoop, everything keeps jumping on me. Really? Dino says when, I think he meant when I was a kid, Burger King had fried tacos. Wow. I don't remember that, but Burger King was never one of my favorite fast food places. I mean, they're all right, but I never knew that they had fried tacos. Thank you, Miss Doris. Thoughts, prayers, and good vibes to you too, ma'am. There's Sunday Doodles. Hello, Sunday. Good to have you here. Oh yeah, I could eat pizza and tacos. I could eat 24/7 every day. Well, not 24/7, but I could eat either pizza or tacos every day. If somebody told me you can only have eat two foods for the rest of your life if you're on a deserted island, what would you want? Pizza and tacos. Pizza and tacos and Reese's Pieces, Reese's peanut butter cups. Just throw that in there. Miss Farr, thank you. She's been a member for 4 months. Now, I know it could be longer than that. Sometimes YouTube is weird about how they do it. But thank you so much, Miss Farr, for being a member. And guess what? You get your moo cow. Let me find her. Where's the moo cow? There she is. Thank you very much, Miss Farr. That is very kind of you. Thank you for all your support. Thank everybody for their support. Absolutely. Could not do it without you guys. Yeah. Miss Doris says she has I know she's on the East Coast. She says, yeah, they got drones. So definitely a conversation for another time. Yeah, I might try to get on here depending on, like I said, I don't know exactly when all the families are going to be here, but I might try to do at least one other live this week. Maybe, let's say today's Tuesday, maybe Thursday or something, or whenever, or maybe a late night Friday one, depending on what we have going on Friday. But yeah, this drone situation is just out of hand. Just out of hand. Oh, okay. I remember. Yes, okay. I remember getting a notification for that. I just haven't had time to watch it, but I will watch it. Absolutely. It's another case that's just one of my cases, or not my cases, one of the cases that I just really, truly want to know the truth. Want to know the truth. Now, will we ever get the truth? Who knows? Who knows? All right. What's caught up? Yes, I love any kind of Reese's. Yeah, especially the Reese's trees. I love the Reese's Christmas trees. The Reese's pumpkins. I don't know. They probably do Reese's hearts. I'll take Reese's any way, shape, and form that they make them. We have another. Once again, it could have been longer than that. Miss PJ has been a member for 1 month. Happy, shall I say happy birthday? Happy anniversary, Miss PJ. So Miss PJ gets her moo cow, and then I promise we will get up and start Thank you, thank you, thank you, Miss PJ. All right. Miss Marion says the Reese's sticks are really good. I like the Reese's, what are they called? Fast Breaks. I really like those. Sunday said, oh, everything jumped. I can't join. I'll leave and come back. Paula says she watched. There's a lot of new information. Are you talking about the JonBenet case? Are you talking about the drones? Dean says they're looking for a dirty bomb or something radioactive. See, I've heard people mention that too. Yeah, there's no telling. Oh wow. Okay, so Sunday, maybe that's what Sunday meant. Sunday, become a YouTube member. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dear. And also gifted 5 Southern Gal membership, Southern Gal True Crime memberships. Thank you so much. That is so very kind of you. I appreciate it so much. So once again, we are filling up the pasture with cows tonight. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. So welcome, Sunday Doodles, to the dumpster fire. Hopefully it won't turn into a dumpster fire tonight. But we appreciate your support. Absolutely. The sticks. I'm going to have to, the Reese's sticks. I'm going to have to look those up. I think I know what you're talking about, but I could be wrong. Imagine that. Just making sure I'm not missing anybody. All right. And I can't see. I'm on the YouTube or the StreamYard side. I can't see who gets the gifted the memberships, but if you're on the YouTube side and chat, it'll tell who gets the membership. So congratulate. Oh, did Paula get one? Yay! I'm so happy if Miss Paula got one. Y'all check out Miss Paula's channel, her videos and shorts that, excuse me, that she uploads every day are just so positive and inspirational. We love Miss Paula here, so I'm so happy if Miss Paula got of course I'm happy for everybody, but just so happy that Miss Paula got a membership. Oh, there's Dandy. Hello, Dandy. Where'd she go? There's oh my goodness, everything's jumping. Okay, there's Dandy. She says, well, my only notification was that sweet gift from Sunday Doodles. Oh, did you get a membership too, Dandy? Yay! Thank you, Dandy, or thank you, Sunday. I'm glad my our Dandy Linus got a membership. Absolutely. So congratulations, Dandy. Dandy is a wonderful human being. Yes, Miss Paula rocks. Miss Paula, I'm telling you, she is just always so positive and so supportive of everybody. So we need to go over there and give Miss Paula some support. If somebody with the wrench wants to drop Miss Paula's link in there, absolutely. Thank you, Sunday says, I truly appreciate you in the chat. We appreciate you too. Absolutely. Dandy is tucking in her parrots. Wait, hold on. Her parrots. I think I said parents. Dandy is tucking her parrots. Okay. Oh, so she will be right back. Let's see. Yes, Miss Marion says, you all rock. We are so blessed to know each other. Absolutely. Absolutely. Lance is back. Welcome back, Lance. And there's another one of the Night Owl crew, Miss Heather Brown. Hello, Heather. How are you doing, my dear? Always good to have Miss Heather here. Absolutely. We love Miss Heather. Heather is so wonderful. She's always in Dave's chat, late night chats. So good to have you here, my dear. All right, so I'm going to mark where I'm caught up. And first, right quick, if it'll let me share my screen, we're going to take a look. I'm going to read to you the the petition, the John Brent McGee petition. Why do I have so many things up? Okay, so we're going to do this one and share it. Just to kind of give you a little, and hopefully it will share it. It might take a minute for it to come up. There it goes. Let me go over here and make it a little bit bigger for you guys so you can see it. There we go. So this is John Brent McGee. So this petition actually is, they're trying to get, since the Leachville local police departments are not doing what they should be doing, in a lot of people's opinions, allegedly, okay, I have to say allegedly, not doing what they're supposed to be doing, which they're, this petition is to try to get, the family and friends and advocates are trying to get Brent's case to be taken over by either the Arkansas State Police or the FBI. So this is basically what this petition is trying to do. So as you see there, it says transfer John Brent McGee's missing persons case to state, which is Arkansas State Police, or federal or FBI, basically. So there is John Brent McGee. I've shared this flyer. A lot of us have shared this flyer many, many times. So the issue. John Brent McGee, a cherished family member and member of our Mississippi County, Arkansas community, lifelong Leachville resident, has been missing since July 11th, 2024. His loved ones suffer daily due to the lack of progress in his case, their anguish compounded by the perceived inadequate resources of our local authorities in investigating this matter. Leachville is a very, very small rural community. So I've never been to Leachville, but it's a very, very small rural town. Kind of like reminds me of the town that I live in. Very, very small rural town. Despite having, and this is another problem, despite having substantial evidence that the family search teams, not the police, but the family search teams and local residents have gathered signed witness statements that should have resulted in arrest, or at the very least, bringing some people in for interrogation, that would probably maybe lead to an arrest. Search warrants, even suspects questioned. We find ourselves in a quagmire where justice remains elusive and time keeps marching on. As we continue to cry out for justice for John Brent, we call on the powers that be to recognize the urgency of our plea. We are seeking the transfer of John's case from Mississippi County to the Arkansas State Police or the FBI. These agencies have resources and expertise that our local investigators sadly lack. Evidence that was collected from a possible crime scene didn't make it to a crime lab until over 30 days after collecting, and there is still no confirmation. The last time that they've updated, there's still no confirmation if it has even made it to the state crime lab as of today. So at least a month and longer if it's not there yet. It goes on to say, we firmly believe that this transfer can revive the case and bring us closer to uncovering the truth behind John Brent's disappearance. And it is a truth that we must face no matter how difficult it may be. This is a small community and a horrific crime that has occurred, and it needs immediate attention to secure our community and hold these suspects accountable for their actions and get justice for Brent McGee. And allow closure for his family and friends and allow them to start to heal. Act now, sign our petition to aid in the pursuit of justice, help us bring resolution to John Brent McGee's case, and help us assure that no other family in our community suffers as we have. Your signature is not just a gesture of support, it is a call for action. It is a demand for justice, and it is a step towards making our community safer for everyone. Please sign and help us bring John Brent McGee home. And Christy Hunter, our friend Christy, the family advocate is the one who started this petition. So like I said, please, thank you to everyone who signed it. Please sign it if you haven't already. If you've already signed it, link is in the chat. Link is in the description. I'll try to remember to periodically throw the link in again. Please share it anywhere and everywhere you can. And like I said, hopefully after the holidays, I'm hoping to get something together for a live stream with some family members and Christy. To let them tell us, because I'm like Arctic always says, nobody can tell their story better than family members. So that is what I'm hoping to be able to do soon. All right, let me get caught up really quick. See where I left off at. There we go. I think some A Necessary Evil, another one of our night owls, as I call them, from see you in Dave's chat. Please do check out Necessary Evil too. Welcome, Evil. Good to have you here. And our head Owl on the Prowl is here. He's listening and driving. Thank you, Dave, for being here so much. Please do check out Owl on the Prowl. He is magnificent. Another one of our night owls. Our night owls are showing up tonight. I'm so happy. Jenny, 8675309. I'm gonna have that song in my head. Well, hello, fam. Absolutely. Welcome, Jenny. Good to have you here. Just make sure nobody else has snuck in on me. Miss Heather saying hi to everybody. Absolutely. Evil saying hi to everybody. I'm so glad that you guys are here. Absolutely. I hope you get, yeah, I know you said the other night, Saturday night in Dave's live stream, that you weren't feeling well. Did you go to the doctor? You said you were going to go to the doctor. But at any rate, I hope you get to feeling better. Yes, absolutely share, Miss. Yeah, anybody who can throw the link in, absolutely share, Miss Paula. Miss Paula Fitzhenry's channel. I'm telling you guys what, please. If anybody deserves support, she's just go check it out. Go check out Miss Paula. It's always so positive. Just she's probably one of the first or the first when I get up in the morning and go through my YouTube notifications. I click on hers first. She always has one or two in the morning. Just go watch it. Just go watch it. Just a short, wishing, hoping everybody has a good day. Always be positive. So we love Miss Paula. That's all right. We understand, Dave. Dave says, sorry, I can't say hi. I'm driving. Absolutely. Concentrate on driving, Dave. Don't have a wreck. Be careful out there. Watch out for the drones. Let's see. If there's nobody here who can put in links, all the links of everybody, everybody, my Southern's coming out. Everybody that I mentioned, you can just go to the homepage of my channel, scroll down to visit our friends below. All our friends are listed there. Absolutely. And most of them are also listed. I think I put them in the description box. So you can check them out there. Hey, Miranda. Good to have you here, my dear. Always good to see Miss Miranda. She says, good evening. I got confused because it's Tuesday. Yeah, I was going to do it yesterday, but life happened and storms happened and my crappy farm signal happened. So here we are tonight. But it's good to have you here. All righty. Absolutely. Thank you, Miss Heather. Says if anyone forgot to hit like, hit it now. Thank you. All right. I think I'm caught up again. Thank you. Yep, Miss Miranda can put in links. Absolutely. There is Necessary Evils link. Thank you so much. If Miranda, if you could throw in Miss Paula Fitzhenry's link, absolutely. And anybody else that has a channel in here. Okay. Right, so I'm going to mark right there. I'm going to quit sharing that. We're going to get started on missing persons before I get called out on somebody watching replay. You spent, see, it's already been 40 minutes and you haven't talked about anything. Well, the little red line at the bottom, you just put it to where you want to skip whatever you want to skip over. Right, I'm not going to be me. I'm not going to be nasty tonight. I'm just going to. All right, so let me get my slideshow up here and get my first case that we're going to talk about. Make sure I have the right one. Hopefully everything will load. Yes, thank you. Fingers crossed. So like I said, tonight, all these are coming from the solvethecase.org. Link is in the description. Please do check it out. It's a wonderful place to find just not only missing persons cases, but unsolved homicide cases, things of that nature. Please do check it out. Excuse me. So this is and this one actually got some attention in the media. There's some articles that I found, and Dave, I'm gonna turn off my camera for 1 second. Dave Allen the Prowl did here a while back did do talk about Jermaine Charlo case. But tonight like I said, we're just doing basic information. So Jermaine was last seen on Friday, June 15th of 2018 in Missoula, Montana. Now, according to this, there is now up to a $10,000 reward via the Confederated Salish and Kootenai Tribal Council. So just a summary of her case. Jermaine went out on the evening of June 15th, 2018. She reportedly visited 3 restaurants and bars /bars that evening, including the Dark Horse, until about 10 p.m. And Charlo was in the company of Michael DeFrance. So I'm just going to give you the information. At the end, I will go back and give you her physical description and who you can call if you have any information regarding her case. So the circumstances of her disappearance, DeFrance and Jermaine spent a considerable amount of time socializing with several groups of people in the alley behind the Badlander until after midnight. They are on camera walking to the end of the alley away from the bar. Jermaine has not been seen since. DeFrance told 2 different stories, and I'm trying to think if this DeFrance was either a boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, something of that nature. But if I'm wrong, please do correct me in chat. Or if you're watching replay, in the comments. So DeFrance has told 2 different stories about his next steps. He told Jermaine's family that he dropped her off at Orange Street near the food farm. However, DeFrance told Missoula Police Detective Guy Baker he dropped Jermaine off in a neighborhood which was about 8 blocks from the Orange Street food farm. Phone records tracked both Jermaine's phone and DeFrance's phone to a cell tower, which is about 3 miles from the DeFrance family home at around 2 a.m. on January 16, 2005. So that's a basic information. Like I said, there, please do look up. You can just Google it. Google Jermaine Charlo, JermainCharlo. There's lots and lots to unpack with this. So her vital stats, she is a American Indian, Alaska Native female with brown hair and brown eyes. She was 23 years old when she disappeared. She will be 29 years old as of 2024. She does have a flower tattoo on her chest and a deer tattoo on her left shoulder blade. She was last seen wearing blue jeans, a white shirt, brown Under Armour sweatshirt, and a tan baseball cap and cowboy boots. and she is enrolled with the Confederated Salish and Kootenai tribes of the Flathead Reservation. So let me find, I know there's a place on here that gives the phone number. Let me find it. Hold on. Yes, jurisdiction. So if you have any information on Jermaine's case, if it will come up, call the Missoula Police Department at 406-552-6300. So that is Jermaine's case. Let me get into your comments right quick before we go on to the next. Figure out where I left off. There we go. Did Miss Frankie change her name, her channel name, the Crime Den with Frankie Rose? Thank you, Dandy. Thank you for putting that link in. Heather, we're always telling Heather in Dave's chats that she needs to start her own channel. Heather says, I don't have a channel yet, but I plan to be the next National Geographic. Heather, I think you would be wonderful at doing a channel. Hey, you're a creator. Isn't that not what creators are? Evil, who has an awesome channel, says, I'm not a creator, just a guy who talks. That's all I'm doing, and all of us do. We just get up here and talk. We just get up here. We just get up here on the camera. I always say, I'm just a crazy woman here sitting in front of a camera and trying to relay this information as well as I can. So you're a creator. You're a creator. Dean says Heather's going to be the Amazon woman. Thank you, Miss Miranda. There is Dave out on the Prowse channel. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Miranda. Thank you for Miranda's on it getting these links in. There is Miss Paula. Please do go check out and sub to Miss Paula. Let's see. Just getting caught up. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, Miranda. Timmy's Legacy, aka Miss Barbara and Madahari, and everybody else who is working on that channel. Please do check it out. Very, very important stuff there. Sorry, my allergies have been acting up too, so my nose is itching. Thank you, Miss Marion. Says she subscribed. Sunday says, wonder if they searched his vehicle. That is a good question. That is a good question. I'm going to try to get some more information together, and either I'm still trying to get Dave whenever he has time. I know he works nights, but I'm trying to find a time where I can get Dave on here with me to talk about, because he did a really good when he was talking about Jermaine's case. It's probably been maybe a month ago. Yeah, there's lots and lots of stuff going on with this case. Thank you once again to Miss Miranda. There is Miss PJ's channel, lighting their way home. Well, there is Mr. Steve. Hello, Mr. Steve. Always good to have Mr. Steve. Absolutely. If you don't check out any other channel, check out TrueCrimeWeb. Mr. Steve is a national treasure, a good friend, a wonderful mentor, does wonderful things. Always good to have Mr. Steve pop in here. I know they didn't have a show tonight because they had kids in the house, had grandbabies in the house. So you have fun with them grandbabies, all the aughts and the baby Steves and the aughts, all the Steves. But thank you, Mr. Steve, for popping in here. We always love to have Mr. Steve in here. Just trying to get caught up in call. Yeah, Miss Barb, and I know she's in Missouri. She says it's storming here like crazy. Yeah, it stormed here last night. I heard a few rumbles of thunder last night, but slept through. If anything else happened, I slept through it. But we're supposed to have another line that's supposed to come through here about anywhere between midnight and 5 o'clock this in the morning. So, so probably I'll be, it'll wake me up. I'll probably get good in the sleep and then it'll wake me up. Thank you, Dave. You are awesome. You are awesome, my friend. Yep, everybody absolutely saying hello to Mr. Steve. Yeah, thank you. Yep, I knew Miranda would be on the ball. There is True Crime Web. Absolutely. Oh, Lisa Joe, you cracked me up. Yes, I have been thinking that for a long time. Miss Lisa Joe needs to start a channel. Absolutely. Because she does wonderful work on Facebook. But I think she would be an excellent YouTuber. Not a YouTuber, an excellent advocate on YouTube. One of the good ones for the right reasons. Yes, absolutely. Please definitely check out Timmy's Legacy. Most definitely. Yes, absolutely. Dave out on the prowl is awesome. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that's true. You have to be a night owl to catch Dave live, but watching replay crew is just as good. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, Jenny says she's got hungry like the wolf. Now I'm going to have that. I love Duran. Heather says she's going to have hungry like the wolf going through. Oh, the household is now asleep. So Mr. Steve has got a quiet household right now. I'm assuming that's what he means. Good for you, Mr. Steve. I hope you had fun. Y'all had fun with them grandbabies. Yeah, because you're an hour ahead and it's 9:30 here, so it'd be what, 10:30? 10:30 your time. Dave told Mr. Steve not to arrest the grandkids. He might have them all handcuffed somewhere. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Nobody called DPS on Mr. Steve. Thank you, Lance, for being here. Absolutely. Please catch the rest on replay. I promise we're getting back into the back into the missing. All right, I'm gonna stop right there and go to the next one. It's Stacy Lynn Carson. Let me get her information up. Turn off my cam for a minute. So Stacy Lynn Carson has been missing since February 1st of 2004. So over 20 years now. From Killeen, Texas, and I have a lot of these are from Killeen, Texas tonight. I just grabbed the first 12 that I came to when I went to their browse the case section on this solvethecase.org. So Stacy, it says Stacy went missing somewhere between February 1st of 2004 and April 1st of 2004, but she was not reported missing until 2005. So Stacy was last seen in Killeen, Texas on February 1st of 2004. She has never been heard from again. She is originally from, and I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right, Chehalis, Washington. And she had moved to Killeen about a year and a half before she disappeared. She also stayed in the Copperas Cove, Texas area. So it's basically all the information as far as this site goes. So her stats, she is a multiracial female, 5'5" to 5'6", 125 to 140 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. She was just 19 years old when she disappeared. She will be 54 years old as of 2024. So at the time she went missing, she smoked cigarettes. She wears eyeglasses and contact lenses. and she has overlapping teeth. She has a tattoo of a rose. It just says somewhere on her body, possibly on her shoulder. She may use the last names Holmes and or Miller. She has multiple ear piercings and may have a pierced nose and or navel. It says that she was last seen in Killeen on February 1st, 2004. So that's basically the same information that we gave earlier. So if you have any information regarding Stacy's case, call, I'm waiting for the number to come up. Call the Killeen Police Department at 254-501-8800. All right, let me get the next one going here. Next, we have Kevin N. Nguyen. Kevin has been missing since December 9th of 2018 from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Now, there is a reward of up to $2,500 via Crime Stoppers in Kevin's case, in Kevin's disappearance. So Kevin was last seen in the early morning hours of December 8th, 2018 in downtown Fort Wayne, Indiana. He was seen walking alone on video surveillance from a business. His family and friends have not seen or heard from him since the night before when he was dropped off at a local bar. Now, Kevin's glasses, and you can see, I believe, in the slide of those three pictures, the bottom right, or a picture of his glasses as they were found. His glasses were located behind the brass rail bar. Now, I don't know how long after he went missing they were found. I'm going to assume, just an assumption, that they were found maybe fairly not too long after he went missing when they were searching. But I don't know for sure. So Kevin is an Asian male with black hair and brown eyes. His current age will be 54 years old. Both of his ears are pierced. He has a birthmark on his inner right thigh. Once again, his glasses were located behind the brass rail bar. So if you have any information regarding Kevin's case, call the, I'm waiting for the page to load. Call the Fort Wayne, Indiana Police Department at 260-427-1230. All right. Let me let's see, getting your comments again for a minute. Hey, I like some Helen Reddy. Mr. C said he's relaxing to Helen Reddy, greatest female artist ever. I was raised on Helen Reddy, I'm telling you. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. Yeah, Jenny's asking Mr. Steve, no Lawrence Welk tonight? Yep. Far loves Helen Reddy too. Oh, Jenny hurt Mr. Steve's feelings. We can't have that. I'm kidding. Mr. Steve is always talking about how he was made to watch, or that was on his TV when he was growing up. Lawrence Welk was always on TV. I remember watching probably reruns back when I was little. My grandparents watched Lawrence Welk. Absolutely. Uh-oh. I know Mr. Steve likes to analyze song lyrics. He says her song, Angie Baby, scariest song ever sung. Mr. Steve, whenever you get time, I want to have you on here and have you analyze some song lyrics, because I think that would be truly, sincerely fascinating. I would love to hear what you had to say about some song lyrics. Yeah, Miss Marion said, TrueCrimeWeb, you said you liked her. You can like an artist, but then because there's probably 99% of the, especially the heavier rock and metal groups and songs that I like, I listen to the lyrics and go, they make you go, what were they thinking when they wrote that? So I can Mr. C said he likes horror music. That is unfortunately the question. Jenny says, where are all these missing people at? Thousands upon thousands missing. It feels like we should be stumbling across them at some point. I know. You are correct, ma'am. You are correct. I've said it so many times, and other creators have said it so many times. We could be on here sharing, doing this, and you guys sharing 24/7. We could sit on here and do this 24/7. Excuse me, and we would still not be able to barely make a dent in all these missing persons. It's just very, very sad. I don't want to say it's discouraging. It's just very, very sad that there are so many. Paula wants to know, is foul play suspected? I don't know. Like I said, this site doesn't go into in depth, but I am going to take a look at all these cases and probably do over the next few weeks, months, whatever, do research them some more and put out my little short 10 to 15-minute videos with some additional information on these cases. See what, depending on what I can find. But now in this article or this information, there was no foul play mentioned. But like I said, this site just gives just the very basic information. Excellent. Chris says he is familiar with Kevin's case. Excellent. So Chris, you might can send me some information on this case. Yeah, Miranda says, I feel like foul play is likely in a lot of these cases. You could be right. You could be right. Absolutely. And I was reading an article, and we might talk about it. Like I said, I'm hoping maybe to do, I probably won't be able to do, maybe Wednesday we might do it. Kind of have a true crime in the news. Came across an article that they found. They got a tip that they found, and I can't even remember where it's from. It came up in my Google notifications, the Google news feed. That they've identified some remains that they had found on private property somewhere, and they have identified the person, and it was a missing person. I can't remember how long she'd been missing. I think I bookmarked the article, so we may do Wednesday. I said if I don't have anything else going on Wednesday, kind of a missing in the news live stream to share some of these stories that I've come across in the news or on the Google feed. Heather says she had to go to the little lady's room. She's behind. What are we talking about? The usual missing persons. Missing persons. Hey, Mustang 65. Good to have you here. Another one of our I see you in a lot of chats, but you usually you were in Dave's chat the other night, Saturday night. Good to have you here, Mustang. Absolutely good to see you too. Yeah, Jenny says, Heather, we're talking about Lawrence Welk and missing people. Yes. And Helen Reddy, Lawrence Welk and missing people. All right. Welcome, John Montgomery, private investigator. I think, did Chris invite you or let you know? I know Chris messaged me earlier, said he was going to invite somebody. That name sounds familiar. But regardless, welcome. We're glad to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. I always like to see new names. Just want to make sure I don't miss any comments or anybody that snuck in on me while I was reading. Miranda says I should have a Christmas special. If I can find time, I will. But like I said, we have a family coming in from out of state and things going on. So I'll just have to, I have to see what I can do. I have to see what I can work out. But I want everybody to be free to have spend time with their family, and I want to obviously spend time with my family. But we'll see. We'll see if we can work something out. And Dave, actually, speaking of specials, had brought it up. I was thinking it's an excellent idea. Is doing something on New Year's Eve for those of us like me who don't go out and party on New Year's Eve anymore. I don't even drink on New Year's Eve anymore. Yeah, maybe one drink, maybe one little thing of Crown and Coke or something, and I usually don't even do that. And I'm lucky these days, the past few years, if I can even stay awake long enough to make it to midnight on New Year's Eve. But Dave was wanting to talking about doing a New Year's Eve live stream and just have some creators or whoever wants to come up on panel and just talk about whatever and be funny and crazy and talk about whatever we want to and just have some good, clean fun. And I think that is an excellent idea. So like I said, it's been a long time since I went out and done anything on a New Year's Eve. Those days are way, way, way behind me. Way behind me. Yep, Gen X, baby. Yep, a lot of us are Gen X around here. Well, welcome and goodbye, Grace Teeth. I don't know what you meant by that comment, but thank you for stopping in. Mustang says troll. Yeah, that's a name I've never heard before, so we're just going to delete that comment. I've never heard that name before. They can, if they don't like what we do here, there's a million other creators they can go, other channels they can go listen to. Yes, you are a creator, Dave. Dave says I'm not a creator, but I did stay at Holiday Inn Express. You're a creator, Dave. Miranda says she's Gen X, but raised on boomer music. Dave says Patsy Cline is his favorite. I love Patsy Cline too. Yes, I saw that. That may be something we talk about if we do a live stream Wednesday. Yes, Rex Human got charged with a number 7, Valerie Mack. He has been indicted, charged with homicide in the Valerie Mack. Absolutely. Oh, he got another one besides Valerie Mack with Jessica Taylor. When did that come out? So that would be 8. The last one I heard about was Valerie Mack earlier. I thought he had no, he wasn't already charged with that one. I can't keep up with them anymore. I just heard about the Valerie Mack, and they said that was his 7th one. So yeah, we might have to talk about old Rexy for a little bit. Get caught up on him. What's going on with him? Yep, I love that. Walking After Midnight. I also love that one. All right, Miss whoever Grace is out of here. Not gonna put up with that. Not gonna do it. You know, I don't know. We hardly ever have any problem with any trolls or any rude people in here. Every once in a while, we'll get somebody in, but whoever Grace Teeth was, they're gone. They're gone. I'm not putting up with that kind of crap. Grace is gone. Thank you, Miranda, I'm so behind in chat. Yeah. And if they happen to pop here, which I don't know, if anybody, yeah, Miranda, whoever has riches, if you see anybody with those kind of comments or just being rude and uncalled for, just delete comments and you can ban them for all I care. Because I'm behind in comments. It may take me a minute to find anything that shouldn't be in here. Oh yeah, I always forget to do that. Yes, I will do that next time. Absolutely. No worries, Lisa Joe. Yeah, I missed it. Like I said, I'm behind in comments. No worries, Heather. Don't be mad. It's just, thank you, Miranda. Miranda says they've been here before. Were they under a different name or the same name? We're hoping to, well, not just me and Dave, but we were thinking, well, whoever wanted to come up, me, Dave, Arctic, anybody that wanted to come up. You don't necessarily have to be a creator, but yeah, maybe on Dave's channel, or mine, either one, depending on how my farm signal is. But yeah, we're hoping to get something together for New Year's Eve. Yes, absolutely. Dandy or PJ, can you please drop Slim Hoffa's link? Yeah, that was Chris told me. Yeah, you told me about that one. Absolutely. What were you wrong about, Dandy? Thank you. There is. Thank you, Miranda. There is Slim Hoffa's. I'm gonna have to get over there and check them out. Yes, Miranda is fast with them links tonight. Yes, that Mr. I'll say Mr. Smith. Don't ask me where that came from. Mr. Steve said Rex's true body count will never be known, but it will surpass many others. I agree with you. I'm glad a professional has said that, which I've heard some other professionals, but Mr. Steve is my go-to professional. Yeah, I think when it's all said and done, he and Mr. Steve has also said this, that he's going to be one of the more prolific serial offenders that we've seen. And it's horrible. It's horrible. But yes, Miranda says Rex is a true monster. Absolutely. Thank you very much for subbing to Slim Hoffa. Thank you, Miss Stain. Are you talking about the name? We're not going to mention anymore, but yeah, the one that was just banned. It sounds familiar, but yes, absolutely. Dave says Valerie Mack. Yes, she was one of the one, or probably not the only one, but one of the ones that how to say it delicately. Parts of her were found in two different locations. One was, I think, further up the beach, and then some of her remains were found closer to where the Gilgo Four were found, if I'm remembering correctly. I have not heard of Slim Hoffa until Chris. He was messaging me earlier, so it's cool. It is cool. I don't know if Mr. Smith came out, but Miss Marion says, don't be upset about talking about Mr. Steve. I've called him Uncle Steve. Yeah, I don't know where Mr. Smith came from. I don't know. That's who knows with me. My brain works in mysterious ways. Absolutely, Mr. Steve is awesome. That is a good question. Jenny says his daughter, talking about Rex Heuermann, was 3 or 4 when he got allegedly, well, I'd say allegedly, got Valerie Mack. How do you do that when you have a baby girl at home? Because in my opinion, he is a psychopath. Psychopaths, in my opinion, from what I understand, from what I've gathered, just by reading up on serial offenders, they have no conscience, no empathy, no nothing. All that matters to them is them and what they feel, how they feel, what they want to do. They have no regard for anybody else. Absolutely. It's what they want to do and how that makes them feel, and nothing else matters. That is just my simplified version of it. Yes, thank you, Chris. Yep, I remember you telling me about. Sorry, the cats are throwing stuff around. Yes, yes, Miranda's doing an excellent job. Yep, absolutely. Miss PJ says the 7th body was just recently found. Yeah, Miranda, Dave is driving, so he might not get to everybody's comments. Okay, I saw a comment from Miss. Hold on, everything's jumping on me here. I don't know what that means. Mr. Steve said, I will talk to Miss Mary and I'll always remember James. Oh, maybe Mr. James' video transfer where 5 adults couldn't get his Stone Age phone to work. I know. I keep telling my mom that she needs we're going to get her a new phone. And she's like, but I just got used to working this one. So she may. Yes, I definitely agree. Miss Marion said, in my opinion, people are wired so differently now. That is, I have to agree with you, unfortunately. There's Miss Christy Hunter. Were your ears burning, honey? We were talking about you. I was sharing Brent's the petition, and I don't know how much you heard, but hopefully sometime I wanted to give y'all a chance, and the family, Miss Sarah and all the family, a chance to get through the holidays. And then if we can get it worked out, have you and Miss Sarah on here to talk about Brent's case and all these developments. I loved y'all were so good on locating lost. I was on replay crew for that. So we will see. Get in touch with me. I'll get in touch with you. And you maybe can ask Miss Sarah, because I've sent her a Facebook request on Facebook. To see if she would be interested in coming on, and or you and her, and talking about giving these updates in Brent's case. But yes, I've definitely shared the petition. Absolutely. Oh, everything jumped again. Goodness. Okay. So thank you, Miss Christie, for being here. Yes, the cats are definitely out of the bag. I don't know what they're probably playing with, a Walmart bag. Who knows? They're crackheads. Right, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Thank you so much, Heather. Heather sent $1.99 super chat. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas, Southern Gal and friends. Absolutely, you too, Miss Heather. All right, so we get to put another cow in the pasture. Thank you so much, Miss Heather Brown. Miss Heather Brown is a wonderful person. Thank you so much for that. It's greatly appreciated. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Heather, for your support. Absolutely. Oh, you're fine, honey. You're fine. I'll get with you. But you're welcome to stay for this. Absolutely. But yeah, I'll get with you, and we'll get something worked out. I said, I just want to let them get get through the holidays, because, we talked about this too. It's hard for, people who, anybody who's lost a loved one, whether it be from missing, a violent crime, or just natural causes. The holidays, or it doesn't matter how fresh or how many years have passed, it's always hard. So I just, get past Christmas and let it settle down a little bit, and I promise you, we will get something done. Absolutely. I'm sorry, Jamie. His sister is Jamie, right? The one that you were on with on locating the lost. I apologize if I got the name wrong. Yes, his sister that was on there, or whoever wants to come on. Absolutely. Whatever family member or members want to come on and talk, and if you want to come on also, excuse me, absolutely. Oh yeah, Sarah. God, I totally apologize. Sarah is the wife. Jamie is the sister. Sarah is the wife. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Christie. Yes, thank you, Dandy. There is a link to an article from the New York Post about a human being charged. Seventh victim, Valerie Mack. Thank you. Oh. Yes, absolutely. Big hugs to anyone suffering from any loss. Everything jumped. I was trying to highlight. Goodness gracious. Okay. There, yeah, Miss Marion says she signed the petition tonight for John or for Brent. Absolutely. Welcome. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Iahosa. I'm sorry if I butchered that, but welcome. Good to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, it was you and Jamie. Jamie. Yes. Yeah. Sarah is. Yeah. Lots of things to discuss about Miss Sarah. I apologize so bad for that now that I have so many cases and so many names in my head. Sometimes wires get crossed and things come out right or wrong, excuse me, because things come out wrong. Absolutely. Dandy says big hugs. Oh, I read that, but yeah, big hugs to anyone suffering any loss. Thank you so much. Chris says absolutely. We love to come on and be on there. Absolutely. Like I said, after the holidays, I will definitely get in touch with you and get something set up. Yeah, Dave's driving and listening, so he doesn't need to be. Absolutely. Thank you for welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. Absolutely. Yeah, Miss Lisa Joe says I can barely remember my own name. Same here. Same here. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Miss PJ says, please all remember to be respectful in the chat. Absolutely. I'm sorry to hear that. Evil says my cousin was missing 11 years. Wow. I can't imagine. All right. I'm going to stop there. I'm caught up and we will go to the next. Danielle Marie Sleeper. Let me get her information up. Thank goodness all my links are working so far. So Danielle was last seen on March 22nd, 2015 in Magnolia, Texas. It said that Danielle had an argument with her husband at a barbecue on March 21st, 2015 in Field Store, which is in Waller County, Texas. In the early morning hours of March 22nd of 2015, Danielle left the barbecue with her husband and their 3-year-old son, leaving her vehicle there. She then went home to Magnolia, Texas, which is in Montgomery County. Danielle's husband woke up and went and ran errands, leaving Danielle sleeping. I guess maybe this is his story. She has never been seen or heard from again. So some additional to expound on that. So Danielle, she's 32 years old, attended a barbecue off Bowler Road near FM 1488 in Waller County, Texas on the evening of March 21st, 2015. Friends stated that in the early morning hours of March 22nd, 2015, after an argument with her husband, Danielle, their 3-year-old son, and her husband left together in her husband's white 1996 Ford F-350 pickup truck. Danielle's husband stated they arrived at their home on Turtle Dove Lane in Magnolia, Texas, and went to sleep. Later that morning, Danielle's husband said that he left to run errands with friends while Danielle was still sleeping. When Danielle's husband returned home later that afternoon, Danielle, along with her purse and cell phone, were missing, according to him. Due to Danielle having left her vehicle at the barbecue from the night before, it is unknown how or with whom she left. And after that, she has never been seen or heard from again. Now, I don't know if, like I said, I'm going to try to look into all these cases further. But I'm wondering if the 3-year-old was also left there sleeping, or if the husband, if his story, you know, if what he's saying is true. I'm not saying not either way, I don't know, but or if he took the son to run errands and when he got home, Danielle was gone, or if both of them were there sleeping and he left and when he came home, Danielle was gone and the baby was there. Things to make you think about. So Danielle is a white female, 5'7", 130 pounds, with brown hair and hazel eyes. She was 32 years old at the time she disappeared. She would be 42 years old as of 2024. Let me get you the number. So if you have any information regarding Danielle's case, contact the Montgomery County Sheriff's Department at 936-760 5871. Let's do another one, and then I'll get caught up in comments again. This is Sandy Suzanne Hines. Get her information. Where's it at? Where's it at? Oh, there it is. Went down too far. So Sandy was last seen on February 29th, 2020. So her case is just a little over 4 years old. Still too long. She is missing from Mesa, Arizona. So just a summary. It says Sandy is married to Jason Hines, who's an accused child SAer who is on the run as a fugitive, or was, I don't know if he's still on the run. I'm assuming so. Sandy had recently married Jason when he was arrested for an offense in 2017. Sandy helped raise money to bond him out that same year, and Jason was on an ankle monitor for 3 years. It says a neighbor saw Sandy at their house sometime in 2020, and she has not been seen since. So Sandy's mother noticed in February of 2020 that the January mortgage payment was not made on the house. Sandy's phone was also disconnected. Her mother then called Jason's phone, and she was able to speak to Sandy, who said she was under a lot of stress and trying to make the payment. On March 1st of 2020, a neighbor saw Sandy at the house. Okay, so on March 1st, 2020, a neighbor did see Sandy at the house, but apparently after that, she has not been seen again. But on April 10th of 2022, a surveillance video captures Sandy's car parked in a parking lot in Mesa, Arizona. Jason Hines was driving the car, and he got into another car to leave. There was no sign of Sandy. On April 26th, so get your red flags going. There was no, lost my place. So there's no sign of Sandy. On April 22nd of 2020, Jason was spotted in a hotel northwest of Phoenix, Arizona. It was the Star Valley Hotel and Mobile Park. It said he stayed there for 3 days. He had 3 dogs with him, and there was no sign of Sandy. So some information on Jason. Jason Hines is 6'1", 220 pound, white male with bald or brown hair and hazel eyes. He was born in May of 1979. It says he has a history of finding women on dating sites with children. So that is big red flag and horrifying. He currently has 2 counts of SA with a minor and 2 counts of SA of a child. He has a JAH tattoo on his upper left arm, a skull on his left side, the left side of his chest, a colorful tattoo of a skull on his upper right arm, and a cross with skulls below his neck. Jason had connections to East Mesa, Apache Junction, Arizona, Waterloo, Iowa, and northern Arizona. Jason was driving a Sandy's silver PT Cruiser, which has been found. It is unknown if Sandy is helping Jason elude law enforcement or if she has become a victim of Jason. Sandy's maiden name is Pepper. A family of hers co-signed, I'm assuming a family member of hers co-signed for the bond to get Jason out of jail. It says Sandy has a daughter. I don't know if Jason is the father or not. So Sandy is 5'9", 190 pound, white female, brown hair, blue eyes. She was 45 years old at the time she disappeared. She has a multicolor tattoo on her right shoulder and a tattoo on her left ankle. So if you have any information regarding Sandy's case, get the information up. Call the Mesa Police Department at a 480-644-2070. All right. Oops. Wrong one. I don't know why. Okay, so let me get the other loading and we'll check your comments again. So we did Sandy. Okay. All right, let me check your comments. Oh, and I think I forgot to mark where I was. Trying to get down to where I was. Okay, there's where I was. I did remember to mark it. Excellent. Christy, going back to Brent's case, as I talked to lead investigators for Attorney General's office, so his case is definitely getting looked at. Thank God. Thank God. Dandy, I think we got the problem taken care of, unless there's somebody else that come in. I'm behind in comments a little bit. Oh my goodness, I hate that. Mr. Stevens talking to David says, I'll be the car with the lights on high beam. Oh my gosh, that drives me crazy. People won't dim their lights. And then these stupid, I don't even know, they're not LED light, halogen light, whatever those lights are, headlights that have like the blue tint to them. Oh my God, those things are horrible. I can't see anything. Yes, thank you, Miss PJ. Absolutely. Oh, oh goodness. Imagine that. Dean's battery died. Yes, that would be good to know. Regarding Sandy's case, Sunday says, I want to know what the argument was about. Absolutely. Like I said, I'm going to do, I've still got I'm going to keep these bookmarked in my computer on my laptop, and I'm going to go through and start working through them and trying to find some more information and put out some videos on them. Get caught up real quick. Yeah, Evil, just let us know. I'm just looking at the comments that Evil, you are discussing about the case that he's involved in. Oh, Dave, don't even start talking about spiders. Oh, goodness. Excellent. Yeah, just whenever she's ready. No pressure. Sorry, I forgot to turn my camera. No pressure, just whenever. Because Chrissy said, I've just got Brent's sister out of her shell, and she is ready to do more podcasts. We have almost 7,000 views. Excellent. On the other one we did, and it motivated her. She wants more. Absolutely. Yeah, just whenever she can feel free to get in touch with me through Facebook, or she can email me or whatever. Or we can have a group chat on Facebook Messenger or whatever. Yeah, this is you know me, Christy. You know me on Facebook, and you've been in here before when I did the live stream on Brent's case. You know it's a safe place. No judgment, no nothing. Just this is a safe place, and just whenever she feels comfortable, I would love to have both of you on here. Absolutely, absolutely. Miss PJ's still here. Miss PJ says, or Heather said, Miss PJ is always gone. Now she's here. Miss PJ's here. She may be lurking sometimes. Yes, absolutely. And any other creators who may be in here or watching this, I know Arctic has covered it. Miss Chrissy says, anyone who wants to cover Brent's story, holler. We are ready to share it. Absolutely, absolutely. The more, the better. The more exposure, the better. Sunday says, is he on the run? He's talking about what was his name? I forgot his name now. Jason. I'm going to assume that he's on the run. Like I said, I'm gonna have to look into all these cases and find some more information, but I'm gonna assume he's on the run. That's just an assumption right now until I see if I can find anything else. But and I still want to know where the baby is, where the 3-year-old is. Well, he or she will be older than that now, but their baby was 3. So I want to know where who has the baby. Who has the baby? I'm concerned about that too. Yep, there's Miss Mary. I knew Miss Mary would have her red flags. Mr. C says she favors Helen Red. She does a little bit. Yes, she does. Yeah, Miss PJ's giving a warrant. Yeah. Yeah, I might have missed some comments, but yeah, if Miss PJ's giving somebody a warning, whatever you're saying or doing, just be careful. We don't, this is a safe place, a nice place, so we want to keep it that way. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Where's the daughter? That's what I want to know. And the father, yeah. And where's the father? Absolutely. I want to know where they both are. Want to know where the baby is, so we'll know that the baby is somewhere safe, and then want to know where the father is, just in case he had anything to do with Sandy's disappearance. No, sorry, notifications keep popping up on my phone in my ear. No, there was not a picture of him included in this information, but I will find one. And when I do a video for it, I will find it. Absolutely. No, nobody has to leave. Just, I don't know what was said. I'm trying to keep up with comments and get this stuff done. But if I trust Miss PJ, that's why she has a wrench. That's why everybody who has wrenches, I trust them. So if they think that something inappropriate was said, just, be careful. Just everybody be nice. And, uh, absolutely, Miss Marion. Absolutely. Oh, you're fine, Christy. Sometimes it could be a YouTube thing. It puts repeat the same comment in. Yeah. I don't know. Arctic might be busy. I know. Well, no, I didn't get to watch Dago's show this morning. I don't know if he was on. Usually, him and Doodle are on Meatballs in the Morning on Dago's channel. But Arctic said the other day, I think he had to take some time off for a little bit to get away from it, which is totally understandable. Thank you, Miss PJ. I appreciate it. Oh, Heather says she didn't get to hear the cow. You didn't get to hear your cow? What were you doing, girly? I'll do another cow. Yeah, that's Sunday says, where is her daughter and do we know? Yeah, we don't know. I will do my best to find the information. Miss Barbara's eating and listening. Yes, it is very odd. Sunday says, I'm really trying to understand this case. It's odd. Yes, very odd. I mean, because you have the two possibilities I can think of is they both wanted to disappear and are on the run because he's the one, the husband was the one that had all these essays against children and other, minors. And she evidently helped bond him out. She and I think it said another family member helped bond him out. I mean, not judging, or absolutely not judging or bashing anybody's decisions, but and then you have a 3-year-old. Sunday says it was a daughter. If I didn't remember if it was daughter or son when I read, but they could have taken off together. I don't know, but I want to know where he is. Absolutely where she is. Whether it's she disappeared of her own accord, if she went with him, or if he did something to her, and where the baby is, and if the baby is safe. Another one, oh my goodness. Jenny says Dago was on tonight. There's another one in Maryland. Now I knew about the one, oh God, the horrible one this morning in Madison, Wisconsin, at the school. I heard about that. I hadn't heard about anything happening in Maryland. Man, or maybe that's what she was talking about. Maybe in Wisconsin. Yeah, the one I heard about it was a Christian Abundance Life Christian school or something. That was in Madison, Wisconsin this morning. Miss Marion says, can you sue some of these counties or states? That's a good question. Sorry, people are blowing. For some reason, people are blowing up my Facebook Messenger right now. Are they married? Let me go back to, I think it said husband, but let me go back just to make sure. Let me go back to her information. Yeah, she was married. It was her husband. It says Sandy Hines is married to Jason Hines. who is an accused SAer on the run as a fugitive. Says she had recently married Jason when he was arrested for a sex offense in 2017. She helped raise money to bond him out that same year, and he was on an ankle monitor for 3 years. So, yes, they were married. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Dave. Really? Another one in Maryland? I'm gonna have to look that up when we get done here. Heather says 3 hours from me. Oh, you're 3 hours from Madison, Wisconsin. Oh my goodness, Miss Maryland tonight. Oh my gosh. Thoughts, prayers, and good vibes to everybody. It's just out of control. Out of control. Where were they found at? Miss Christie said, also watching the breaking news of human remains found. Where were they found at? Lots of bad stuff going on, apparently. But I don't know if human remains were found. It depends on if they were, well, if they can get them identified and what the circumstances were. Thank you, Chris. Sunday, Chris said he would send you a picture of the Jason Hines. Send it to me too, Chris, if you can. You can send it messenger if you want to. Mr. C says the most victims I responded to was 5, but that was before we called them mass victims and Essers. Bless your heart, Mr. Steve. But God bless any first responders, law enforcement, EMS, firefighters, anybody who has to do and see things that our law enforcement and firefighter, first responders have to see and do on a regular basis. Yeah, Sunday says he has very distinguishing tattoos. Yeah, he would be in my opinion, he would be very recognizable, or those tattoos will be very recognizable. Absolutely. As far as I know, Miss Paula, he is the only person of interest, the husband, that I know. All right, we're caught up, so we will go to, this is an older one. This is Polly-Ann Jean Carter. Let me get her information up. And let me get a drink. This one is from 1984. So truly a cold case. So Polly-Ann has been missing since October 29th of 1984 from Graham, Washington. Polly-Ann Carter disappeared during the fall of 1984 from Graham, Washington. She was last known to be heading back to her family's home, but she never arrived. She did have a prior history of running away, and she might have been involved in prostitution at the time of her disappearance, and she has not been seen or heard from since 1984. She was last seen at a friend's house in the 6700 block of Matthias Road. She called her family to say that she was on her way home, but she failed to arrive. She has not been seen or heard from since. Polly-Ann may have left on her own accord, as she has a history of doing so. However, no one has seen or heard from her since October of 1984, and foul play is now feared in her case. It says there were unconfirmed reports that Carter had been seen in downtown Tacoma, Washington, following her disappearance. Once again, those are unconfirmed sightings. She remains missing, and her case is unsolved. So Polly Ann is a white female, 5'5", 115 pounds at the time she disappeared. She was just 15 years old. Brown hair, blue eyes. She will be 55 years old as of 2024. And it doesn't have anything about what she was last seen wearing. But white female, 5'5", 115 pounds, brown hair, blue eyes, 15 years old when she went missing. So sad. So sad. Let's see. Oh, okay. Miss Christie said human remains Creve Coeur Lake. You know about the Creve Coeur up in Missouri or a different Creve Coeur? Yes, Miranda, very sad. Only 15, absolutely. Okay, so they shared it on Jared's page. Okay, I will take a look at it. Yep, Ms. Farr says 40 years is too long not to have answers about a loved one. Absolutely. Ms. Barb says she saw this one Polly Ann shared. Thank you very much. Mino Dino is back. Welcome back, Dean. Yes, absolutely. Says we just have to keep sharing. Absolutely. Sunday says, why can't we send Guy's pick and story to Arizona LE to remind them? Wonder if she has family. That's a good idea. Oh, so it is the Creve Coeur. Okay, so Miss Barbara would know about that. Yeah. So they found human remains. Okay, I'll have to look up that. Okay, we're caught up again. Next we have James W. Rogers. Let me get his information up. I believe this is an older. Yeah, this is even older one. James is was last seen November 18th, 1981 in Hanson, Massachusetts. He disappeared during the late fall of 1981 in Hanson, Massachusetts. He was last seen walking to a friend's house, and foul play is suspected in his case. It says James was last seen leaving his home in the 10th block of Lakeside Road in Hanson, Massachusetts on October 18th, 1981. He called a friend earlier that day and said he was going to hitchhike to their house in Halifax, Massachusetts. It is unclear if he managed to catch a ride or not. He was initially believed to be a runaway. However, the case is now classified as a stranger abduction. So that is even more urgent. It says he was a newspaper carrier at the time of his 1981 disappearance. So that was, or that reminds me of like the, was it Johnny Gosh and those other couple of cases of the newspaper boys that disappeared? But apparently this James wasn't, well, it doesn't say what time. Well, yeah, it says he called his friend earlier that day and said he was going to hitchhike. So he wasn't delivering papers at the time. So his stats are a white male, 5'2" to 5'3" when he disappeared, approximately 110 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. He was just 14 years old. When he went missing, he would be 58 years old. As of 2024, he has a 1-inch chickenpox scar under his right eye. He has a cleft chin. It says he does not have a pectoral muscle on the right side of his chest. It says his upper front teeth are large and spaced apart, and he was known to speak with a New England accent. And so if you have any information on this case, no matter how small, especially in these cold cases, no bit of information is too small. contact the Hanson Police Department at 781-293-4625. All right, let me get back into your comments for a minute. Yeah, it's 14 years old. Absolutely. It's Miss PJ says she lived near Halifax, but she wasn't born until 1982. Yes, absolutely. Let us know. Yeah, Christy, hit me up on Messenger or whatever if you find out with any other information about these remains that were found. Absolutely. Yes, Heather said Miss PJ's a youngster. Yeah, you're younger than my, let's see, when were you born? 82? You're younger than my baby brother. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there were Dina, so say Dean says Johnny Gosh was rumored to be alive. Yeah. Because wasn't it his mother? His mother said that at some point, and when he was an adult or older, that she said he came to her door and visited her, and then said he had to leave. Now, whether take it with a grain of salt, whether it's true or not, we don't know. Because obviously, parents, understandably, you know, hope and wish and pray that their loved one will come walking through the door, and you know, it could have been him, or it could have been somebody playing a horrible, awful joke or whatever that they thought was funny. So, but I have heard that rumor. Yeah. Miss PJ says that means he didn't say his R's. You're talking about James with the New England accent. I know. Oh, those accents kill. That accent kills me. Yeah, you're a millennial, Miss PJ. Yeah, my baby brother, he was born in 80, so he's kind of on the cusp of, well, technically, I think he would be Gen X, but he's on the cusp of that Gen X millennial. But he had two older Gen X, brother and a sister, so we trained him well. We trained him as a Gen X. Yeah, Jenny says Gen X has powers other generations can't comprehend. Yep. FAFO, well, definitely. Miss Barbara says she's heard of James's case. Yep, Miss Paula is definitely from New England. She loves her Patriots. Did your Patriots play this Sunday? I don't even remember what game. Oh, I watched the Chiefs game they showed here. They showed the Dallas game here. And then last night I fell asleep through it. My Bears played. My Bears played the Vikings, which is my middle sister, my brother and sister-in-law who live in Minnesota. My sister-in-law, she's a Vikings fan. I'm a Bears fan. And the Vikings beat my Bears. I think it was 30-12 or something. Let's see. Mr. James wants to know what 60s babies are called. Boomers? Are y'all boomers? I know my mom was born in the early 50s and she's a boomer. So I'm going to assume that 60s are boomers too. I don't know. All right. Mark where I left off and we go on to the next. This is Deanna Michelle Merrifield. This is another older one. Let me find her information. So Deanna was last seen on July 22nd, 1990 in Killeen, Texas. I'll tell you, there's a lot from Killeen. She was initially reported as a runaway. Deanna and her grandmother stayed up late watching movies on the evening of July 21st. After her grandmother went to bed, Deanna snuck out of the house and went to visit her twin sister who lived with an uncle 2.5 miles away at the Oak Springs Trailer Park on Dimple Street. Her sister says that she arrived at the trailer park at around 3:30 a.m. riding in a brown vehicle driven by two men, and she was, let's see how old she was, young. Riding in a brown vehicle driven by two men, one of whom may have been Hispanic. She knocked on the trailer window to wake her twin up, and the two girls talked for a while. She then left with the men in their vehicle after her uncle woke up. After that, she has never been seen again. Says the missing persons case was filed on 10/27/95 and entered into NCIC, but for some reasons unknown, it was dropped from NCIC. In 2007, Deanna's grandmother sought any information on the case, and the error was corrected. So apparently, thank God they entered her information back into NCIC. So her vitals. Oh, she was just 13 years old. Lord Almighty. She's a white female, 5'2" to 5'5", 108 to 120 pounds when she went missing. Blonde hair, blue eyes. She was 13 years old. She'll be 47 years old as of 2024. It says she has a scar on her upper lip. It says she may have multiple tattoos. I don't know how they would know this, but they say Deanna may have multiple tattoos, including her last name, Merrifield, with an unknown date on her neck, a yellow rose, and the words Texas born on her back, and a cross with lines on her ankle. So I'm wondering if she was just 13 years old when she went missing, how do they know that she possibly could have all these tattoos, unless she already had them when she was 13, and then that brings up, especially, well, it's 1990. I have questions about that, if she had, although I have nothing against tattoos, but at 13 years old, to have what 3 tattoos already. I have questions. I have questions. Once again, not judging. I have a tattoo myself, but I was way over 21 when I got my tattoo. So, let's see. I think all right. So if you have any information, no matter how small, once again, especially on these cold cases, call the Killeen Police Department at 254-501-8800. All right. Next, we have Thomas Charles Murray Jr. Thomas was last seen on October 18th, 2011 in Spring, Texas. Sorry, I had to get a drink. On October 18th of 2011, Thomas T.J. Murray Jr. drove his father's Ford F-150 to On the Rocks Bar, which is located at 592 Sawdust Road in Spring, Texas. He left it parked there. TJ rode with a friend to a couple of different bars, and the truck was found still parked at On the Rocks Bar. TJ was last seen walking south, leaving Rookie's Sports Bar and Grill, which is located at 305 Sawdust Road in Spring, Texas, after getting into a confrontation, then getting kicked out of that bar on October 19th, 2011, about 12:30 a.m. So let's see if there's any additional information. So his cell phone was located about mid-morning on October 19th, 2011, which that was later in the morning after he got kicked out of the bar. It was found in the 25,000 block of Burrell Park Drive, which is also in Spring, Texas, and the back and the battery was off, and the back was off the phone and the battery was off. or out of the phone. So that doesn't sound, so either he did it himself, or somebody else did it. Two possibilities. It could have been that he was mad about getting kicked out of the bar and threw the phone down. And this was back in what? Oh, it's 2011. So there were, well, smartphones came about in what, 2009, 2010. But yeah, if you throw a phone hard enough, the back is, and I'm not saying that he might not have had a smartphone. He might have had one of those old, like, flip phones or something. But yeah, if you throw a phone down, if you throw it hard enough, the back and the battery could easily pop out, and they just didn't find it. Like I said, or somebody else did it. So his vitals. He's a white male, 5'6", 140 pounds. Blonde hair, blue eyes. He was 23 years old when he disappeared. He would be 37 as of 2024. He was last seen wearing a red t-shirt with white lettering, khaki shorts, and a dark-colored baseball cap. So if you have any information on Thomas's case, call the Montgomery County Sheriff's Department at 936-760-5871. All right, check on comments right quick. Okay, there's where I was. I was wondering that too. Sunday said why she wonders why he or she wonders why the twins were separated. I was wondering that too. Going back to Deanna's case. Let me bring her information up because it says she was at her grandmother's house. And her twin sister, I think it said, was at the uncle's house. Yeah, because it said that on the night she disappeared, she was at her Deanna and her grandmother stayed up late watching movies. After the grandmother went to bed, she snuck out of the window or out of the house and went to visit her twin sister who lived with an uncle 2.5 miles away. So yeah, I thought that too. Why were they separated? So I'm just going to assume that Deanna was living with the grandmother, and for some reason, the twin sister was living with the uncle. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go back and dig in and try to find some more information on all these cases and do some videos. Absolutely. Miss Marion has her red. Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn my camera back on. Miss Marion has her red flags. Oh no, Miranda says she feels. I just fell asleep and threw my glasses across the room. I fall asleep with my glass. I have just cheater readers, which I had to get some new ones, and I'm still trying to get used to them. I fall asleep with them on if I'm reading, if I'm laying in bed reading or looking at my phone, because I have to use them to see close up. And I'll fall asleep with them on, and I'll find them somewhere in the bed. I'm usually laying on them. That's how most of the time my cheaters get destroyed, is I roll over on them and lay on them. Dino says she looks familiar. Which one are you talking about? Talking about Deanna? Oh, well, I just saw a comment from Dean that I was going to read. Where did it go? Everything jumped. There it is. Yeah, going back to Thomas's case, says Dean says, wonder who he got into it with. I would like to know. That would be the first. Yeah. Miss Paula also said too. Did they question the guy who started the fight? Exactly. That's what I was fixing to say. hopefully they question whoever they got, and it could have been just an innocent little, those of us who have been, it's been a while, once again, not since back in the day. My bar days are long over, but I would go into bars or clubs or whatever. There would inevitably be a fight between somebody, not maybe not necessarily our friend group, but just other people there, and just, alcohol does not mix well, especially in big crowds, and alcohol just doesn't, in my opinion, mix well with anything. But it could have just been one of those drunken fights that didn't have anything to do with anything. But then again, it could have been something. Absolutely, Miss Paula's a sharp lady. I'm telling you, she is. You're very welcome. Or maybe you're talking about the Dino. Yep, Sunday says, yeah, neither twin. I'm going back to Deanna's case. Neither twin was with a parent. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, Miss Barbara's you getting your cookies and milk, Miss Barbara? Yeah, Chris says, I wonder if the bar was searched very carefully. That's a good question. Good point. Just getting caught up in comments. Oh, I hope I didn't miss Miss PJ, but Miss PJ said it's been an awesome live. Thank you so much, ma'am. My students have a Christmas show tomorrow. I remember the school Christmas shows. Tomorrow, got to get to sleep. Thank you, Miss PJ. Always a pleasure having Miss PJ here. Miss PJ is a wonderful human being. Please do check out Lighting the Way Home. We're glad you're here, Miss PJ. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, and why didn't, going back to Thomas, why didn't his friend leave with him? Another excellent question. Excellent question. Not Miss PJ, absolutely. Get caught up right quick, and then we'll move to the next one. Dean is asking Miss Barbara if she saved any cookies. Oh, yep, absolutely, Miss PJ. Have fun with the kiddos. Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. James, for being here. Well, where'd it go? I lost it. There it is. Thank you, Mr. James. He's jumping off, everyone. Thank you so much for everything you do for everyone else. God bless you all. Absolutely. God bless you, Mr. James. The Taters. Thank the Taters for being here. Absolutely. Miss Marion's is probably still here, maybe. All right, I'm caught up, so we will move on to the next one. So we did, make sure I didn't miss anybody. So we did that one. We did that one. Okay, so we have Benjamin Lund is next. We'll get his information up. Just got a few more. Oh, we've been over here 2 hours. That's not bad. That is not bad. Make up for my 1 hour live that I did Friday. So Benjamin Lund was last seen on June 15th, 2005. Once again in Killeen, Texas. So it says, date of last contact was June 15th, 2005. He was reported on July 9th of 2005. He was reported missing. The circumstances surrounding his disappearance are suspicious. It says Benjamin left his apartment at Terrace Heights Apartments, which is in the 1700 block of Terrace Drive in Killeen, Texas, in the afternoon or early evening of June 16th of 2005. He then went to the HEB grocery store in Harker Heights, Texas, and withdrew less than $100 from his checking account at the First National Bank branch. He later attended a party on Wood Street. He left the party with a friend to buy some illegal substances. The friend later returned without him, and he has never been heard from again after that. His vehicle, which was a black 1999 Nissan Sentra, was found abandoned on July 7th, 3 weeks after he disappeared. It was found in the 900 block of Wood Street in Killeen. There were personal items inside the vehicle, but no sign of Benjamin at the scene. So it says that Benjamin had moved to Killeen from Central Texas in 2004. Excuse me, after graduating from Elkhart High School. He went through a drug and alcohol rehab program at Christian Farms Rehabilitation. He worked temporary jobs, including as a contractor and on Fort Hood as a barracks inspector. He was on probation at the time of his disappearance. At the age of 17, he was caught using false ID to buy tobacco. His probation was almost completed by the time that he went missing. The last time he talked to his mother, hold on, I'm trying to decipher. The sentence is not well written. The last time he talked to his mother, they had an argument related to finances. His mother stated that he sounded, quote, different during the conversation, but he didn't tell her anything was wrong. When she didn't hear from him again, at first she thought he was just angry at her. They said it's uncharacteristic of him to leave without warning or to be out of touch with his family. All of his clothing and personal belongings were left behind when he vanished. Investigators are seeking to talk to several acquaintances of Benjamin who may have information about his disappearance. He is missing under suspicious circumstances. So yeah, if the last time he was seen, let me go back up here. Was he went with a friend to buy some substances. The friend returned without Benjamin. So yeah, that's a little bit red flaggy. So investigators are seeking to talk to several acquaintances of Benjamin who may have information about his disappearance. He is missing under suspicious circumstances, and his case remains unsolved. So some agencies give the place of his disappearance as Harker Heights, Texas, and the date as June 13th of 2005. So his vitals. He's a white male, 6'2" to 6'3", 150 to 165 pounds, with brown hair and hazel eyes. He was just 19 years old when he went missing. So 20 years later, as of 2024, he would be 39 years old. He was last seen wearing a white t-shirt, baggy blue jeans, and possibly an earring and a baseball cap. His nicknames are Ben, Beans, Slim Jim, and 6'2". He has a scar on his upper lip and a scar on his abdomen. It says he normally keeps his hair very short, and he may wear a goatee, and he may wear glasses. Just making sure I didn't miss any information. So if you have any information on Benjamin's case, call the, waiting for it to come up. Call the Killeen Police Department at 254-501-8800. All right, let me do another one. This is a very old one. Jenna Ray Robbins. Let me get her information. So Jenna Ray Robbins was last seen on May 13th, 1989, which that's the year I graduated, from once again Killeen, Texas. So apparently this is a kidnapping. It says on May 14th, 1989 at approximately 4 p.m. a kidnapping occurred in the 1200 block of North 4th Street in Killeen. 9-year-old Jenna was last seen near her apartment complex where a man in a gray two-door car reported, so this is probably going to be a stranger abduction, where a man in a gray two-door car reportedly lured her into her vehicle with promises of candy or money. Once again, and this is back in, what did I say, 89? We don't, not really joke, but it's, you know, the cliche. Back in the day, you could lure kids with a candy, money, a puppy. So unfortunately, this sounds like this is how this man lured her into the car. She willingly entered the car, and she has never been seen again. Law enforcement pursued numerous leads. They did and interviewed suspects, including individuals with criminal records and suspicious behavior. Descriptions of the suspect and the vehicle led to several inquiries, but none resulted in definitive evidence. Over time, various tips and reports of sightings were investigated across multiple states, but unfortunately all proved inconclusive. The investigation involved collaboration with national and local law enforcement, including the FBI, Texas Rangers, and organizations such as NCMEC. Information about Jenna was shared through public appeals, composite sketches, and national databases like NamUs and VICAP. So the vehicle was a gray two-door, possibly Plymouth or Dodge K car. The abductor was a white male, approximately 20 years old, with no facial hair. His hair was combed back. The vehicle was facing west, and the abductor was leaning over the passenger seat, motioning, it says, the girls to come over. Jenna, so maybe there was somebody else with her, and that's how they got the, where they got the description from. It says Jenna walked up to the car, and the witness friend remained behind due to being scared. Jenna said the man may have candy or money and proceeded to the car. When the witness friend refused to go with her, Jenna went back to her witness friend and asked, "What do I tell your mom?" So the friend asked Jenna, "What do I tell your mom?" And Jenna replied, "I'm going for a ride." Oh my God, that is just horrifying. The witness friend said that she nor Jenna knew the man. So stranger abduction, because I was going to say it could be stranger abduction or somebody from the neighborhood that they knew. But the witness friend said that neither she nor Jenna knew the man. The witness friend only reported the incident after Jenna's mother and brother returned home from the store at around 5:30 p.m. And see, did it give a time on when this happened? It doesn't say. Despite years of efforts, including interviews, photo lineups, and the investigation of suspects with histories of SO or kidnapping, no charges are filed due to insufficient evidence. Later tips suggested Jenna might have lived under an alias or associated with individuals involved in criminal activities, but these leads also failed to provide a resolution. So I'm going to say most, unfortunately, most SOs, minors who SA children, abduct children. Unfortunately, statistics show that they don't, unfortunately, the child does not live very long after they are kidnapped. Now, there are rare instances, obviously, where they have been kept alive and been found alive and well after years and years and years. But like I said, unfortunately, for the most part, that is not the case. But when Jenna went missing, she was 4'5" to 4'7", 50 to 55 pounds, Asian female with black hair, brown eyes. She was just 9 years old. She will be 44 years old as of 2024. She was last seen wearing black spandex pants with fluorescent green stripes on the sides, a white pullover shirt with a multicolored tree design, and white sneakers. She is biracial, Asian and Caucasian. She has a small scar on her right eyebrow. She has freckles on her left cheek. And she is of Korean descent on her mother's side. So if you have any information on this case, once again, no matter how small or insignificant you might think it is, once again, call the Killeen Police Department at 254-501-8800. All right, let me get caught up in your comments, and then we will do the last two. I probably forgot to mark where I left off at. I might have went back too far. No, I didn't, because I didn't think okay, there's where I was. I did mark it. Okay. Oh no, Miss PJ was saying. I thought Chris was leaving. I guess Miss PJ was saying good night to Chris when she left. Jenny said, handsome kid. I don't know if you were going. Are you going back talking about Benjamin? Yes, very, very nice looking. That's all right, Miranda. Miranda says she keeps dozing off. I do the same thing when I'm either watching live or watching replay. I'm sorry, Miranda. Thoughts, prayers, and good vibes your way, honey. Also to you, Miss Barbara, to everybody. Yep, once again, yep, Miss Marion's still here. We have one tater here. Well, yeah, one tater here, giving the red flags. Absolutely. Yeah, this, I'm definitely going to look into this one. Absolutely. We'll most definitely do, at the very least, a video on this, maybe a live stream. Jenny says he's so young. Are you talking about Benjamin? Benjamin, yeah, Benjamin was 19. Yep, Dave's still here. He's probably still driving and listening. He's working. Yes. Miss Marion says it's so sad. Someone knows something. Absolutely. This little Jenna one, look at that face. It's just, I'm definitely going to look into this one deep. Deep. I'm sorry. Oh, well, watch out. I'm pushing buttons. Forgot to turn my camera back on. Oh, Miss Barbara said everyone's invited to her house. Yay, we get to go to Miss Barb's house. See, we can all go to Miss Barb's house and do our what were we talking about? The or Dave was talking about the New Year's Eve live stream. We can all go to Miss Barbara's house and do a live stream from her house and help her make some more signs while we're there. Dino says he'll grab a ham and turkey for Christmas if someone knows how to cook it. Don't look at me. My brother, baby brother's in charge of the Christmas turkey this year. Yes, absolutely. Sunday says that poor baby. Absolutely. I feel like my hair, I just threw my hair up tonight, so forgive the messy hair. Miss Barbara says she can cook. I have no, yeah, Miranda says some sicko took her. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, especially with the luring her in with the cliched, but that happens back in the day. With the candy, luring her in with the candy. But thank God that her friend was there. I'm assuming that's where they got the description of the car and the man. And so thank God for that. At least they have something to go on. And I think it said in the article or the information that they, let me go back, said they have explored leads, but they did not have, where did it say? Okay, it says, despite years of effort, including interviews, photo lineups, and the investigation of suspects with histories of SA offenses or kidnapping, no charges are filed due to insufficient evidence. So maybe they had some suspects in mind, or somebody that they was way up on the list and said, yeah, we probably think this is the person that did it. We just don't have the evidence to bring charges. So let's hope sometime they will get something. Jenny says cooking is against her religion. Same here. Sorry. My comments kept disappearing. Absolutely. Thank you, Miss Heather. Says smash the like button if you forgot. Absolutely. That is true. Sunday says predators don't stop until they are stopped. Absolutely. You do it once, you're going to do it again unless you get caught, or unless you get caught and put in jail, or unless you pass away. That's just my opinion, but yep, Sunday says he knew what he was doing, so not his first. I tend to agree with you. Thank you, Miss Marion. That's very sweet. I do my best. I do my best. All right, I'm getting caught up, and then we'll do the last two. All right, I think I'm caught up. So I'll mark where I stopped at. And we'll go to Danielle Jolene White. Let me get her information up. Get a drink. So Danielle was last seen, or had date of last contact was May 21st, 2004. So a little bit over 20 years ago. It's so weird. I say 2004 and think, oh, that's not that long ago, but it's 2024, almost 2025. So a little over 20 years ago. Once again, from Killeen, Texas. It says that she was last seen by an associate on May 22nd, 2004 at her apartment. And I don't know what that means by an associate. At her apartment in the 300 block of North 22nd Street. Wow, that is the only information. Are you kidding me? Once again, I'll have to look into this one. So it just says she was last seen by an associate on May 22nd, 2004 at her apartment in the 300 block of North 22nd Street. So she's a white female. Excuse me. At the time she disappeared, 5'1" to 5'2", 90 to 105 pounds, with brown hair and hazel eyes. She was 24 years old when she disappeared. She would be 44 years old as of 2024. It says she does have a history of mental illness and substance abuse problems. She is required to take prescription medication, and it is unknown whether she has her medicine with her. Sorry if you hear noise, my cats are at it again. So if you have any information on Danielle's case, I should have this number memorized by now. Call the Killeen Police Department at 254-501-8800. Right, and I believe this is our last one. Oh, that was our last one. Okay. Let me just make sure that I didn't forget to put a slide in. No, that was our last one. Okay. All right, let me get to the last of your comments. I'm telling you, the cats are running amok. Is there a full moon tonight, or was it last night, or sometime within the last few days? Well, can't hit the right buttons. I think I went back too far. Let me see. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where I was at. I forgot to mark it apparently. Okay, I remember that. I remember that. Yeah, Miss Paula says, I agree, Miss Marion, start your engines with the red flags. Absolutely. Lots of red flags in all these cases, unfortunately. Y'all still talking about food. Miss Marion says she has a Timmy sign on Highway 1. Like one of those big signs, like on the poles. That's excellent. If I'm not misunderstanding what you're saying. I know. Sunday says, damn, Texas, get a grip on this town. I know. It seemed like those the last half of them were from Killeen, Texas. I just went through that solvethecase.org. Once again, the link is in the description. Please check it out. It has not only missing persons cases, but unsolved homicide cases. I just went through you go to the website and click on, they have a section that says browse cases. And I just went down and just took the first, was it 12 missing persons that I came to. But there's just, you could spend, unfortunately, 24/7 on there, and just so much. It is sad. Yep. Heather said, oh no, this doesn't sound good. Nope. Oh, Sunday said, yeah, big old moon. I think I think Dandy maybe was mentioning the other day that there's supposed to have been a full moon within the last couple of days or nights or something. Hey, Patriotism. Good to have you here. Glad you popped in. Oh, you're fine. You're not late. You're not late. You can always go back and watch replay what you missed. Just sharing some it's the Missing Person Monday live stream Tuesday edition, because I ran out of time. I didn't have time to do it yesterday. But we're glad to have you here, Patriotism, as always. Yeah, that's the quick. Dean said, is it the moon or the drones? Could be both. Could be both. Paula wants to know, I know this is off topic, that's fine, but did Mark Byers ever work behind the scenes of Stranger Things? I honestly, I don't know. Probably not, because he, and Paula, I know you know this, remind me, what year did Stranger Things start? Because Mark Byers actually was killed in a car crash. I have to see what year it was. In 2020. Let me make sure I got that date right. Go to the article. Yeah, in June of 2020. So around 15th or 16th of June. This article is from June 20th of 2020. It says KAIT TV reports on the car crash death Thursday near Memphis of John Mark Byers, a stepfather of one of the children in the West Memphis 3 case. He was 62 years old. So he passed away in June of 2020. So I honestly don't know, Paula. I'll do some research on it and see what I can find. Everything keeps okay, the poster boards that Barb makes. Excellent. Miss Marion says she's got 2 signs in her window, one on the front door and one in the yard. Miss Farr says the 15th was a full moon. So today is, I'm going to try not to, the 17th. So Sunday night was the full moon. Oh, geez. I don't want to clear my notifications out because I want to go back and check them when I get done here. 15th was a full moon. Maybe that's why my cats have been extra. My cats have just been extra wild the last couple of days. It's the thought that counts, Dean. Dean says he would put signs in his yard, but nobody would see them. So that's the way I live out in the country on the farm. Although we get some traffic down through here, but oh yeah, I forgot about Friday was Friday the 13th. Heather says, thank the Lord Friday the 13th went okay. I never have good ones. Yeah, I don't think Friday. I didn't work Friday because we were doing something. I might have had to take in Mom. Oh, I think that, no. Last Wednesday, I had to take Mom to her follow-up appointment from her cataract surgery. We were doing something Friday too that I can't remember. I've slept since then, or not slept. Thank you so much. Patriotism says, I shared some missing people from Tennessee in your group on Facebook and missing from Alabama. Thank you so much. Absolutely. I will look at them. Thank you so much, Patriotism. I appreciate that. Yeah, anybody, let me find my banners. Find the right one. You can find me on Facebook. The group is Southern Gal True Crime, just like the YouTube name. You can join the group. If you want to send me a friend request on my Southern Gal account, it's Dawn space capital S GTC for Southern Gal True Crime. That's the only way it'd let me put it in for a personal account or for a profile page. I need to get the link in there for that. I will get that link put in my about section of the page. So anybody who does Facebook from here can friend request me. But you can definitely join the Facebook group, Southern Gal True Crime. And if anybody ever needs to contact me, my email is southerngaltruecrime@hotmail.com. I try to remember to check my email at least once a week. And that is including my personal email and then my Southern Gal email. I'm so horrible at checking my email, checking Discord. I am pretty good about checking my, if you Facebook message me, that is because it instantly pops up on my phone when somebody sends me a Facebook message on Messenger. So I always check those. So if you're on Facebook and ever need to get in touch with me quick, just Facebook message me. All right, let me get back over to comments. How long we'll be on? We'll make it an even 3. Go for another 15 minutes or so. Oh goodness, now okay, get back down to Miss Barb says, I wish I could live where nobody could see me. Oh, Miss Barb. We got to have Miss Barb in our life, absolutely. But I understand. I understand what you're saying, Miss Barb. Okay, so Miss Paula says 2016 was when Stranger Things came out. It's possible. Now, I've never read anything about him doing behind the scenes, but it could be that it wasn't publicized. Because I know you said the Eddie Munson character is based or loosely based on Damien Eccles. So anything is possible in the Hollyweird. Are you talking about Stranger Things? Miss Heather was asking Paula, do you know when the rest of the episodes are coming out? I'm going to have to start over on Stranger Things. I made it through, I think, definitely the first 2 seasons all the way, maybe part of the 3rd season, and I got distracted with life and work. So I'm going to have to go back at some point and start all over again. So I can remember what was going on. Absolutely. Patriotism says Timmy's Legacy, enjoyed their live streams, have been watching replays. Absolutely. I've been on Replay Crew too. Absolutely. Yeah, because I think was it last week, the last one you did, Arctic was on there, and Matahari. So I'm hoping to get to be on there one of these times when I'm available and have time to get on there, if Miss Barbara will have me. Miss Paula says, is this the last season? Was this the last season, or are they going to do another one? Miss Paula says, talking about Stranger Things, they wrap filming for season 5. They should be moving into post-production. Can't remember if this was the last season or if they're going to do another one. The next one is the last season. Absolutely. Thank you, Patriotism. Miss Jenny says, send me signs. I live by a highway and a trolley trail that has lots of traffic. Excellent. You're absolutely welcome. Absolutely. That's what we're here for. Absolutely. Thanks to everyone for being here. Miss Barbara says she will send signs to anyone. Absolutely. Hey, JP. He's sneaking in at the end. Hello, John Paul. Good to have you here, my friend. He says, anyone know the cheat code to reset life? Let me know. I want that cheat code too if anybody finds it. Most definitely. Maybe not to reset my whole life, just if you could go back and reset a do-over on parts of it. Oh, Miss Heather. Miss Heather sent another $4.99 super chat. Truly appreciate all you do, and you're wonderful. Thank you so much. No, you guys are wonderful. I would not be here if not for you guys. I would be sitting up here talking to myself. So I appreciate all this whole community. Absolutely. And we get to add another cow to the pasture. Thank you, thank you, thank you again, Miss Heather. You are fantastic. You are fantastic. Absolutely. Thank you. Miranda says, thank you for your support. Absolutely. Yeah, Jenny says, JP, please let her know when you find the code. Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. Thank you for your support. Absolutely. The cow is doing wonderful. We have as you saw, we have lots of pals. Lots of pals here too. Lots of cows in the pasture. Oh, Miranda says her dog is a golden retriever named Finn. Oh, he's 2 and he loves everyone and loses his mind when people come over. Oh, I love golden retrievers. So so Miss Paula, going back to Stranger Things again, says Eddie Munson is loosely based on Damien. They use the victims' names too. So they actually use Christopher, Mark, and Stevie's names. Says they use the victims' names too, and there's a lot of references to the case. What season was that? So I'll know. Well, I'll know when I get to it eventually. But thank you for that information, Miss Paula. Okay, Miss Paula said this that just finished was the last season as far as we know. Dino says dogs scare him. Thank you, Miss Marion. Miss Marion says good night, all stay safe. Absolutely. Excuse me. Thank you, Miss Marion, for being here as always. We love you. Oh my goodness, shingle. Oh, Miss Barb said, I would love to have you, a Southern gal. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm not going to have one tomorrow. I have shingles. Oh, shingles are, I had, and mine wasn't even bad. Like the shingles one time, I just had like 4 little bumps, but then I had the itching and the numbness around the waistline where the nerves are. Oh, bless your heart, Miss Barbara. I hope you start. I know that's miserable, but I have been around people who have had bad cases of the shingles, and it's not pretty and not fun. She says she's not going to have one tomorrow. Understandable. Right. Love you all for your support. Absolutely, Miss Barb. We love you too. Miss Barb is a rock star. She's a warrior. There's nobody like Miss Barb. I'm telling you, nobody like Miss Barb. I hope you get over your shingles as soon as possible. I know it's not under your control, but oh, thank you, Dean. Says for the moo. All right, there we're gonna put we're gonna name this one Dean. Dino, Mino Dino. Thank you, Dean. That is the official Mino Dino cow. I'm gonna have to make Dino his special cow, his own cow. Oh, thank you so much. Seriously, thank you so much, Dean. That is very sweet. Very sweet. Thank you, Heather. Oh Lord, JP is talking about what? I must have missed something. Yes, absolutely. Far says Barbara feel better soon, sending love and light. Absolutely. You try and block yourself. Hey, if you want to be blocked, I can block you. I've already blocked banned one person tonight. No, we would never. I couldn't think of. He might prove me wrong. Hopefully, I don't think he would, but I don't think JP could ever do anything for me to block him. Like I said, I already kicked somebody tonight, so. Oh, I don't like to have to kick people out and ban people, but I don't even know who that person was. The name was familiar, but I don't know. Just you don't come in here and start talking like that in my chats, our chats. This is a safe place, so we don't have room for trolls. I need Sunshine Mind of Monsters. She's got a little thing she has about trolls. Trolls will be eaten. I need to borrow hers or have her make me one of those. And she has her drama llama. Also, please, if you've not checked out Mind of Monsters, please do check out Mind of Monsters. Wonderful human being, wonderful advocate, wonderful channel. She had such a good live stream the other night. We laughed and laughed. It was so fun. That's understandable. Miranda says she didn't watch Stranger Things. She doesn't like stuff like that. That's understandable. Everybody's different. I watch all kinds of stuff. My preferred genre is like the horror, sci-fi, drama, or genre. But I like comedies. I like dramas, rom-coms every once in a while, rom-droms every once in a while. I'm just getting caught up, and then we will get out of here because it's been almost 3 hours. Yeah, is Yellowstone ending completely? Patriotism says I don't watch Stranger Things either. Reminds me of Yellowstone. That ended also. Was this their last season? I know Kevin Costner left, but I didn't know if they were going to go on without him or end the series. I have all the seasons on my DVR. That's what's filling up probably half of my DVR right now. So I'm going to have to start some binge watching. You're very welcome, Miss Marion. Absolutely. Ah, okay. So going back to Stranger Things and the West Memphis 3 connection, as Paula says, Will Byers is for Chris Byers, Mike Wheeler, Michael Moore, and Steve Harrington, a nickname for Steve, is Stevie, as in Stevie Branch. Gotcha. Thank you, Miss Paula. JP says he needs a vacation. I think we all do. Yep. Heather likes the moo. Oh, Dean, be nice. Your wife is going to get you one of these days for making comments like that. Absolutely. Happy holidays to everyone who observes. Absolutely. Just get caught up in comments. How can you accidentally ban yourself? I've accidentally banned people that I did not intend to ban. Thank you, Miss Farr. Says not all my dogs want some attention. Yeah, my cats they ran out a while ago, but I'm sure they'll be back. Yeah, stay safe, love and light. Thank you, Miss Farr, for being here all the way from Australia. Always good to have Miss Farr here. Always good to have everybody here. Yeah, Miranda says Kevin Costner is a dip for leaving Yellowstone. What you got? I got yelled and cursed at for sharing music. Really? Nothing new, so maybe I need to ban myself. No, you don't need to ban yourself. Well, hold on. Paula says to use someone's last name, don't you need a family member to give permission? I don't know. I'm sure there's some kind of, if you're talking about the TV show, I'm sure unless it's, I don't know. I mean, you would think they would have to do some kind of legal thing, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to look that up. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We're at about the 3-hour mark. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging in for a missing person Monday, a day late. And it's a little, like I said, a little bit different than what we usually do. Let's see. Christmas is Wednesday, right? So Monday, like I said, I'll see what I have going on. We might just do, if I don't have anything going on Monday night, we might kind of do just something like this, or I may just scour the Facebook pages and find some current missing and share that. And then after the holidays, we'll get back into the states and the deep dives on the missing person Monday. Thank you, Miss Jenny. Love you, girl. Love having you here. Love having everybody here. Like I said, maybe Wednesday we might try to do a little something, maybe some true crime in the news or something, or something just fun, or non-true crime related. Like I said, once again, depending on what I've got going on with family being here. You're welcome, Miss Heather. Absolutely. Yes, she says it was wonderful to see you all. Much love. Happy holidays. If I don't see you before then, absolutely. Same to you, Miss Heather. Thank you for being here. But if I decide to do, or if I figure out that I'm gonna have some free time Wednesday, I'll try to get it scheduled as soon as I can. So be sure that you are subscribed if you aren't already, with the notification bell to all, so you won't miss when I go live, if I go live. Please hit that like button once again before we get out of here. Sorry, I'm trying to find my Don't know where all my outros go. Everything is in the wrong. Oh, there it is. Okay. Everything's in the wrong order. Anyway, thank you once again, Miss Jenny. Love you too. Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Dean, thank you for all the night owls that were here. Jenny, Dean, Heather. Good to see you guys. Absolutely. Thank you, Miss Miranda. Always good to have Miss Miranda here. Thank you, Miss Miranda, for being quick on that button and putting in all those links for me and helping me with the one troll we had in here. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone with wrenches. I always forget to thank you guys who come in and put links in and take care of business while I'm trying to do this. You know, I just appreciate you all so very much. We love you too, Heather. Of course, we love Miss Paula. Positive thoughts and thank you for the stream. Absolutely, Miss Paula. Please do check out Miss Paula. I'm telling you, it'll make your heart happy to go watch Miss Paula's shorts and her videos. Thank you, Patriotism, for being here. Absolutely. Thank you, Miss Barb. Absolutely. Miss Barb. Absolutely. We all love Miss Barb. Thank you, Miranda. Absolutely. We have a great chat and great community. Absolutely. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. If I don't see you before Christmas, I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you observe. I love you guys, and hopefully I will see you soon. Thanks, guys.